Alrighty then, so, usurpations of power. I believe we left off in Elysium when you were about to talk with each other.
Yes.
Yep.
Come with me, Halfdan. We need to go talk in private.
Oh, man, we really do need a private part of this forest, don't we?
Okay, so, you know what she said, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So, between the two of us, I think there's just a couple too many things, you know, that you associate with and such. I'm not sure that you would make the best prince.
I look her in the eye. It's about that, isn't it?
I don't have issues with it myself, but it
I can
isn't
end it
something that
easily.
would reflect on the city well at all.
I can end it. There's no worry about that.
What?
Yeah.
He said he's gonna end it. Or that he can end it.
It has brought me into a little bit of trouble, yes, and it will continue to bring more trouble. So it's come to time that I have to end it. So yes, I can end it.
Are you sure?
There
What do you
go
mean?
Vivian's plans.
No, that didn't get rid of anything particularly. That's actually just a real question. Are you sure?
Yeah, I should be able to. Yeah, easily.
Um, aren't they a friend of yours?
What's a friend to unlimited power?
I wouldn't really say friend.
You do know she read your mind. As far as she knows, you're actually pretty damn good pals.
I mean, at least I don't see it as. That's what I was gonna go. Fuck buddies. We're not really friends. We just fuck each other. You know?
You've been seeing each other for decades, and you're very, very friendly with each other in more than just the physical sense.
I mean,
is that not a friend to you?
Are we not friends?
That's actually what's going on here. She's not sure how to feel about how then it's kind of abandoning one of her friends.
We're not friends. We're more like lovers, but it's not even in a friendly relationship.
It's worse.
Even out of character, Epic, go fuck yourself. It's hard to explain to me. Back into character. Yes. Okay. We've known each other for a while, but see, if we were truly friends, we'd have, actual friendship between us. If anything, it's much more out of use, aka pleasure. You know?
Are you really telling the truth on this matter? Because from what I saw of the memories, that's not actually how you guys go about things.
She would be disappointed. I mean, the demon might not use the term friend, but she's certainly warm towards you. She likes you. Think of the torment you might give her if you reject her. She might become a monster because of you. People might die.
God damn it. So what do you suggest, I guess? Do you be the prince then?
I was going to see about doing so, yes, just so that you could continue being Primogen and we can see about trying to rally some support. If we get enough, we should just be able to put myself forward. Not exactly something I ever really wanted to do or even really want to particularly do now, but I think I understand the position and what's needed in general.
You're such a fucking scum, Epic.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. What a bitch move, you manipulative piece of shit.
To be completely honest, I really don't want to be Prince out of character. I want to be the shadow, the power behind the Prince.
Then bitch, let me.
I just
Okay.
don't think Vivian would completely agree with it unless you were to shatter her conceptions about your character.
You don't have to
Okay.
go with Vivian, Demi. You could
You
just
do
have a
not.
three-way civil
I
war.
don't want. I no. No. Bad, Chris. Okay. But she didn't tell me. But the Archon did the Archon state like a sort of time limit or something? Like,
No,
what do you
no, it's
think? How
just
fast do we have to
unofficial
do this?
support. We could do this
Okay.
over a period of time.
I
Little
could.
do we know that that period of time is actually best right now.
Mm, you see, I could try and fix the situation, make it too subtle, maybe a little bit too subtle, in a sense, so it won't
Do you
come
feel
as
that
an
you need
issue.
some time to try and see how that could work? We could
You
certainly see
could.
how it
You don't, incidentally, you don't know what the prince has done or why this is being offered. You could try and talk to him or try and support him. You are just told that you have the option, not that you have to take it.
So there's definitely some prep time that we need to see what's going on and secure our position so we don't have any issues on it. Yes.
Yeah, we can. This isn't anything like immediate or anything. We've just gotten the
Right.
go ahead. If we need to, we can. They'll look the. They won't really look the other way. They just, definitely won't interfere or anything if we officially become prince, either of us.
Yeah, so if possible, I would like, some time at least to try and get things ordered for me, and then
Yeah,
we can.
certainly. As far as I know, there's nothing imperative to try and make this a decision immediately.
You know.
To be honest, I actually would totally go with Halfdan's idea if we weren't about to get the most amazing opportunity to become prince in just a next day or two.
Well, I have my problems, but side note, we really need to find out what the hell happened to the prince that this happened now.
Oh,
Yeah,
I know. I'm
yeah,
just not sure I should tell you.
fair enough, but I know that you're
Wait, did
probably
you
going
read
to
her
get the
mind?
information.
Because I don't think you did.
No, no. She knows that it was probably the assassination attempt.
Ah,
She
yes.
doesn't know the other bit.
Yeah, there's thing. I mean, the two things that come to my yeah, I don't actually know about the assassination. I think that was streamer, but the only thing I could get was werewolves thing. So what the hell's really going on with the prince that it has to come to this? No idea.
She didn't think there was a need to read the Archon's mind, so she
Hmm.
didn't.
I mean,
Bad
fair
choice.
enough. I mean, just hold that information. I know you're gonna get the information, so just hold it somewhere in your mind.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I just doesn't seem like a good thing to go with. So, well, for now, we just try and do what we can to prep.
By the way, yeah, we shouldn't go public yet with this, definitely, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, good enough. Let's keep it a little bit subtle and then slowly build up to it.
I
That would
mean,
be
if
the
we
best course
absolutely
of action.
had to, I think we could wing it. But
I mean, we could definitely.
I would prefer more time to prep myself. And if you can see about trying to, you know, make certain things a little more subtle, it would definitely help. And then I could even
Yeah,
support you.
fair enough.
I just don't
I
think in the current situation it would be very good. So
I think that's it then. I extend my hand. It's like, well,
she
let's do it
extends
then.
her hand, gives him a good shake.
Aw. Let's get back.
Okay.
All right.
By the time you get back, Darkon seems to be gone.
Well, that's expected.
Yeah.
I check in on her in a little bit just to see where she is, but
Okay, you check in on her. You check in just in time to see her talking to Thorbrand right before Thorbrand strikes.
What? What?
He
What?
went to talk to
Thank
him.
you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you.
so,
He doesn't
I
seem
would
to
ask for
kill
an
her.
aspects roll before that happened.
He does not kill her. He just gives her a warning with his fangs.
Okay, okay.
If she
Okay.
was gonna get killed, yes, you would get a roll for it.
Okay, good.
Now-
That worried me for a moment. I was like, wait, she
So,
just
like, what the
died?
fuck?
You see him just casually spit at her feet. Go, never try to use those tricks on me again, or I will destroy you. Leave.
That is, that's a good threat.
That's that works.
She just, essentially the equivalent of Maul. She just limps away, glancing back in fear. Yeah,
Well,
they're
Archon
just gonna...
learned, don't mess with Thorbrand.
Yep, leaving that domain. Nope.
Yeah, I think that has to be a princely rule that we have to now go in when you come into the city. Don't be an asshole and break the masquerade. Also, don't mess with Thorbrand. That's gonna get you killed.
I mean, it's fine. On first offense, he warns.
Good.
So she tried to see how he feels about the thing. Who he's willing to support. She just like, leave. Fucking leave. I don't want to talk with you. Leave. Not going well. Oh, she used presents. Majesty, is it? Well, fuck you too, bitch.
Okay. Well, we go. I was just checking in on her to make sure she's all right.
She's stumbling down
I'll
the
go
stairs
ahead.
now.
I'll go ahead and ask if she needs any assistance. Do you require assistance?
Face snaps up, looks around. There's just a moment of an
it's Vivian.
absolute... Oh. Fuck, they saw a look on her face.
I just noticed you were gone from the Elysium, and I wanted to make sure you're all right.
My ghouls
Yeah.
are downstairs. I'll be fine.
Okay. Well, good luck. Be careful. Oh, Vivian is so sweet.
No, she really isn't. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
Do you tell
She didn't know the
anything-
ghouls were downstairs. She was worried that she was alone.
Do you tell anything to any of your gangrel? Maxim, for example, Demi, because he might be able to help.
No, I already talked to Vivian about this. We're staying subtle now. For a bit.
We're gonna
Yeah.
prep up.
Yeah, prep up first.
Uh-huh. Are you gonna subtilize your demon connection? Call her.
Yeah, I was planning to do that, but first, before it doesn't happen like last time, how much until daytime?
There's a good chunk of the night still left. You're at most a third through, probably less.
Okay, then I got most time. Yeah, I think it's better to do it before than, later. So, after, sort of saying goodbyes and whatnot, I'm just going to go home and, call up. Also, I have to make sure that nobody's, inside AK Valda.
Mm-hmm. Roll a luck die. There's definitely Walda on the bed, yes.
Oh, fucking hell. Alright, I forgot about that. I can do that. She did tell me. I'm gonna probably stay around with I don't know, Valda for maybe like half an hour and just say that yeah, I need to go do something. We're back.
Can I come with
Vivian,
Teddy?
it is. It's private. Sorry.
Well, now I'm curious. What are you gonna do?
It's something with Vivian. I really can't tell you. I'm sorry.
Oh. Okay then.
Just wait here. I'll be back, and then we'll have fun. Okay?
Sure.
Okay. See you in an hour. An hour should be good enough. Then I'll leave.
Okay.
Sort of walk away from my house a little bit, just to make sure. And probably just somewhere like in a alley or whatever that's like empty. Just call her. I could call her with her Celestial name, Florin, right?
Yes.
She
Give
did
me a
tell me that.
second. Because there is a measure of how clearly she can perceive the surroundings once you invoke her around you. But yeah, she would definitely answer.
We need to talk.
I'm kind of busy, Teddy. Actually, no, she wouldn't use Teddy. Fuck. Never mind. That's me fucking up.
Yay, Malkavians. Screwing things over.
She's just like, I'm in the middle of something, have that.
Hurry up.
You can't carry leather.
Can you go on the world map real quick? I'm just gonna tell her that I'm gonna be waiting somewhere. Somewhere, yeah, a bit far away from the park. Maybe like fucking maybe over here in St. John or something.
Sure. You may
Just away.
certainly do that.
And yeah, I'll just see if she'll come by at any time.
She eventually will. Elliptical form, raw, laws, resistance to illusions, invocations. So it's a faith roll. So very little chance of her doing that well. Okay, Demi, she comes around the corner and she just looks past you almost immediately. Just says, oh, you brought a friend.
I knew it! I turn around.
You turn around and her efforts have allowed you to pierce Walda's obfuscate.
Fucking knew it.
Walda says the exact same thing. I knew it, Teddy. I knew you were cheating.
I mean, he cheats on her with a lot of people.
Yes, but this one isn't a Malkavian, okay?
I mean, he cheats on her with a lot of people.
Chris, is this the time where I ask for a threesome?
You could. You could just go, so you're wondering why I brought you two together here?
You know, to be fair, she is a Malkavian. She might be into some really weird stuff. What are you doing with chocolate pudding and a broom?
Epic, we did not need that insight into your kinks.
It's totally wrong to just shoo her off. Definitely. And I came here with another matter in hand. But when the opportunity rises, on one hand, I really want to fucking. How can I choose this situation?
You have to admit, you are now tempted. You are very tempted.
I am very tempted.
And now you know why I can't quite approve of Halfdan being Prince.
This is correct.
I mean, he would at least have friendly relations with other supernaturals as long as the seduction rolls came up good.
God fucking dude, what? Like, in a way, it makes not cheating with Valda a thing, yet it also fucks this girl up, so I'm... God fucking damn it. I'm gonna ask the most sane person here, Bacon. Do I do it? Oh, Bacon's not here. No, yeah, he's back. Fuck.
I need to go down to the Defiler powers because I might need some of those in a second. Oh, Christ.
You know what? There's been enough fuckery this session.
Really?
And I'm in a... Yes. Now we need some actual fuckery. We... God bless my fucking tainted soul. It's... God damn it. Fuck. I mean, in case they both hate... Fuck. She'll go elliptical form and cuck me in my ass.
Just do it.
Yeah, let's just do it. I just needed a little push by somebody. Thank you, Epic.
He just wants to be Prince, you piece of shit.
I actually really don't. I really don't.
Let this be a lesson why Halfdan shouldn't be Prince.
Unlike other people, I know what the position entails. So no, I really don't.
So yeah, let's just ask. Let's just come up with that suggestion.
Play it out.
Oh come on, no, man.
You want to take us there? You're gonna have to drag me.
To be blunt, if you want to try and do the time skip next session, you probably just need to kind of let him go hand wave this a bit.
Yes,
We
but
still have a lot to do.
I do need to know how he puts. That's the thing.
Okay.
Well, I know how you could do it, but I don't think you have common sense. So
no, I don't have common sense. I'm Halfdan, man. Who the fuck says I have common sense? Valda, I brought you here because I trust you. And I've come with a proposal.
You told me not to come with you. I offered.
It was supposed to be a surprise. But you came already, so the surprise has to come out now. I was going to see and ask. Oh, God damn it. This is hard coming out of my fucking mouth. Why am I doing this? Get the fucking words out, Demi. If you would want to do a threesome.
Wow, this was so hard for Debbie. I wonder, how is this so hard for you?
I
Uh,
don't know.
Uh,
I
oh.
don't know.
Shit. Make a charisma subterfuge roll for me. Enchanting voice does apply. It's the one thing that's saving you.
Willpower point. You want the
Yes,
willpower
I
point.
have 2 willpower points.
I
Top
will-
of less than I have.
I will make this difficulty 5, even with enchanting voice, because this is a tough sell, mostly on Waldo's part.
Yes, I have 7 dice. May the odds ever be with my favor. Yes! 6 successes, and maybe does force will help. No, I'm not really forcing her, but in this way it kind of is. I'm not sure.
Not really.
This is for
Okay,
something else.
You're good.
But how was she able to? Let's take a look at Waldo's sheet. Oh, there's a lot.
She's stupid as shit, isn't she?
Yeah, she's stupid as shit, but
Quick
okay,
on her feet, though.
yes, but well, what is she? Her aura's all weird.
Don't worry about it. She's into kinky shit.
She's actually that would probably be the best thing ever. She's kinky. She's into a lot of things.
Florin just raised an eyebrow. Really, Haldan? What is this? Twice in a month?
Just give her a look. This wasn't what you planned, but go with it.
Trust me, you'll love it.
Oh, so she's cool. I don't think I've ever had 2 vampires at the same time. You know what? I was angry at you when you pulled me out of my party, but a bad surprise, Halfdan. Pat you on the cheek. I appreciate this. Then leans in to kiss you. You did good. Whispers in your ear.
And thus the threesome began.
God damn it.
So, can I spend 4 blood points for 4 fortitude?
I don't think I'm gonna let you use fortitude to impress her again. Not this quickly. If you want to impress her, you're gonna have to.
With Valda in there as well, depending on what gets going, it might actually be pretty impressive.
That does
You
need.
let me do it in public that one time, so
Yes, but if you're looking to impress the demon, repeat performances in short succession don't impress her. She craves new experiences.
This is going to be a new experience. It's going to be focused on bringing Halfdan to pain. S&M time.
Oh my fucking... I know what she would try to do. You are a very bestial clan. She would suggest that she and Walda try to chase you down.
It makes perfect sense. Go for it.
It's gonna be a bear hunt.
God fucking damn it, I hit every single one of you cunts.
You know, what I know Valda would approve of this, actually.
So,
Demi,
Demi,
just look at me. You are in a good position.
give me a dexterity athletics roll to see just how well you're staying ahead of them.
Okay. I think this is the time to blood buff. I'm not very fast. Let's up dexterity to 5, eh?
Okay, in what ways do you cheat? Because they're gonna be using their superpowers to track you.
I mean, superpowers attack pick me. What can I do actually? I can transform into a actual animal.
You can mist form, you can earth meld. given that you are powerful,
Yeah, I could do a lot of things. Well, one of them, the owl form of mine, gives me a lot of speed, and I can sort of outfly them at that point, and then sort of hide in a place in sort of mist form, and then go back. Actually, no, that would take too much fucking blood.
mist for free if you do it slowly enough. But they would impose a rule that you have to essentially be calling out to them, so that
Oh, Marco Polo.
they can home in on you.
I think owl form makes the best form for that. Then I can go woohoo, 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 Marco, woohoo, Polo.
You know what? Sure, give me a roll of Dex Athletics.
Okay, first of all, how much blood did it take to transform? I think it was 3.
I think it was 2.
I think it was like 1 if you did it slowly, wasn't it?
It was 2. I'm pretty sure for.
Well, let's just do 2 then.
1 blood point to assume the desired shape. 3 turns to complete, spending additional blood to reduce time. Yep, as I thought.
Oh, okay.
So it's
It's 1. Okay.
It's
So yeah,
1.
I blood buffed at the dexterity. I just need to see what the fuck did my owl form give me exactly.
That was up to you and the storyteller.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
came
no,
up
no.
with something.
No, it doesn't increase dexterity. It gives -2 to stealth rolls though. So yeah, just 5 plus 2, that's 7. Difficulty for the 6.
I'm actually gonna let you use Dex Stealth for this. So down
You can
to
fly
4.
around, it makes sense.
It's the same then. Okay, then just 7 at 4.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay, let's see how good Walda is at tracking you. Okay. Walda apparently
It'll do it a
sucks.
little bit.
Because Walda doesn't have survival, does she? Okay. So, I'm pretty sure that you're able to stay ahead of them for a while until the demon gets bored and attempts to use the voice of heaven to make you get down there.
Okay.
Give me a willpower
And
roll to resist.
Permanent or was it temporary?
Permanent.
Okay. What was the difficulty for Voice of Heaven? 6?
Yes, 6. You know, there's a certain amount of God damn it, get back here.
You know what? If she's getting tired of it, I think you just go back because you're really
Yeah.
just, playing.
Yeah. But there's that point. You don't want to. I'll probably just leave out a little tease who and then fly back.
Assuming that you're doing this, I'm gonna say that you're in one of the not so claimed parks in this general direction or something, or in the woods.
Sure.
So you can
Yeah,
have your
I would
moment.
probably go a little bit further. God bless.
Damn it. I think I need to roll Walda's intelligence occult at like 9. Yeah, she has no idea right now. None. Must be a mage of some kind.
I'm popular, baby. What can I say?
Could just be a regular mortal. Who knew?
Here's the thing.
Apparently, you got somebody he likes.
Vampires need to exchange blood in order to do the hokey pokey.
They do.
So, Demi, would you like to add a point of blood bond towards Walda?
And wouldn't it be vice versa as well?
Probably. Unless she's only feeding from the demon, but it's not.
She likes you enough, she'd do it. Don't worry about it.
Where did I put it?
That would be her second step, by the way.
Yeah. That's why
Oh,
she's
no.
willing to take it. Because it's not the third.
Papa bless, I'll do it as well. Get 1 point back.
It comes out to a wash, Demi, because she takes one from you as well.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
You both probably take 1 from the demon, so you probably each get 1 that way.
Would
I
she let
can't
you
even
take
use-
a full point from each. You know what? This is a fun time. Sure, she would let you take one each.
I can't even imagine this scene properly in my head. I have no idea what the fuck is actually going on.
Oh my
I
fucking...
do. I can imagine it just fine. Don't worry about it, though.
Then
I know.
Give me a straight luck roll.
Oh, God bless.
Yeah,
Of course.
in the heat of passion, the demon would take her special form because apparently Walda is cool.
Oh, can I spin the fate point?
You can. Oh,
Okay.
Christ.
Actually, well, really, I mean, I don't really have to ask, but I'll ask anyways. How much is this going to fuck me in the ass?
You don't know yet. It might be a mage thing.
Actually, she could easily be convinced of that. Very
That being
easily.
said, apocalyptical form is supposed to be very, very obviously semi-divine. I need to take a look at Florence's stats because hopefully she's not too... Oh. Oh. Well, let's see if she manages to activate it because that matters. Okay. Would she try again?
No. No.
Please don't. You've had your chance.
Yeah, probably not.
Buy a Zula, thank the makers.
That was mildly close, eh, Demi?
I think we're nature's drill seeker at this point. This is getting too risky.
Let's take a look. Hint of shadowed malice that darkens their eyes and deepens their voice. Oh. So, she looks like the perfect godly blonde creature gone goth. If she is tormented. Christ. Or if she appears tormented to people. It just makes her more seductive. That's the thing. Less divine
That's
inspiration
awesome.
and more just lust. Christ. Oh dear. And after that, Demi? Once I assume you're gonna try and get her alone after Walda leaves.
Yes.
Walda's actually probably gonna thank you for the surprise.
God damn it!
And this is how the corruption spreads, kids. This is why you don't associate with demons. So the dominoes fall. Now the Malkavian Primogen is infected. That's 2 out of 7 clans under threat.
Then you nail both.
So, what do you ask once you get the opportunity?
Well, that wasn't what I had originally in plan, but that was worth every single moment.
You know what? I think this is where you just give up on the original plan there.
I probably lose my mind at this point.
I mean, you can still go along with the original plan. It's just a question of how the demon's gonna react to this kind of thing. This is what she usually does to people. She's not the one that gets dumped, you know?
I don't think Demi's dumping her. I really don't think Demi's dumping her.
After what happened, just dumping her like that. I think I'll just stay Primogen, thank you very much. Yeah,
I think she would actually ask, because this she would remember that this was essentially quote unquote unexpected surprise. So, Avdan, was this what you were coming to meet me over, or was there something else? Stretches.
and then the thought comes back to my mind. Oh, right. How do I get this across? God damn it, I don't even have willpower anymore. There actually was. I'm sorry, Epic, but I'm gonna have to do it.
It's up to you.
It just, God bless. Even if something bad happens, Worf, there actually was, an actual reason why I came. It definitely wasn't this, but you know. So, okay, okay, yeah, you. But so out of character, did I tell her anything maybe about vampires, or did she maybe ask? Like, does she
She
know?
probably knows something, yes. You've talked a few things, and she seemed to have an idea as to what you were, in a vague sort of sense.
Right. Okay. So, you know how I'm a vampire, and this city currently has quite a few vampires, and we have this sort of pyramid of hierarchy. Things have come, and it seems like I'm going to be at the top. Sort
Possibly.
of like the main leader, possibly.
Depends how you want to spin this, really. But
And that's the problem. If it's almost slightly and that's the problem. We need to see. Oh no! If I no, it's already going out of my mouth. We need to make this relationship more subtle.
Excuse me?
I know. It's hard for me to tell. I'm not dumping, but we need to have at least intervals longer, just more subtle. If this comes and finds out, I'd most likely be dead.
Is that why you brought a second vampire to me?
That was unexpected. I had to sort of improvise on the spot. I didn't even know she was following me.
So, what? I'm gonna be your illicit mistress on the side? No, thank you, I've played that role. I'm bored with it.
I'm in a dilemma myself. We've known each other for a long time.
Why
I
the
don't
fuck
want
do
to do
you
this.
want to be on top anyway? But you were sane.
Oh, it's because I'm the only one. Well, it's kind of because I'm the only one really best capable at. Totally ignoring Vivian. She did say she didn't want to become prince, so having the will for being a prince is also included.
So, what, you're just gonna screw over your whatever you call your life for what? The greater good? Because I can tell you how that ends. You get fucked. You get fucked hard and not in the good way.
I mean, I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of chaotic things have been happening, and I'm a fool, but goddamn if I wasn't at least a happy fool. I'm sorry, Florin.
So, what did you have in mind?
Well, that I, unless you have another idea, I think just having, longer time before we, meet. Doing the yearly thing was fine and all, but now that I'm really at that position, if we did it like that, it just compromises. And yeah,
And you can't have people finding out.
it's yes, yeah.
Okay, I understand. I think I'm gonna go find my underwear now.
Okay. And I probably am just going to sort of sit and thought in that exact sort of same place for another 5 or 10 minutes, and then go back.
Oh, Demi, you have no idea.
Why do I feel that even I just getting losing all my power, I still feel that them is the one that got more fucked.
Because he did good roleplay. He did very good roleplay.
Oh, Christ. Well, that helps a little, but Christ. God damn it. I suppose this is gonna matter a great deal.
Oh no! Rip Volda.
Yep,
Yeah.
I knew it. Nothing good could happen from
Okay.
this.
When you come back
With
home, Waldo is nowhere to be seen.
Do I get a Auspex roll?
Oh, yeah, I'll give you an Auspex roll at 6. Waldo's in trouble.
I check on Valda immediately.
Okay, you see Demi's friend. Her features just shifting, walking up behind Walda, and then you see her form expand, growing extra limbs and extending claws, approaching rapidly from
I immediately
behind.
call out her name.
She stops mid-step. You see her step into a doorway out of sight of Walda. Who?
I am Vivian, a friend of Halfdan. I've been keeping his secret for a while. But if you harm Valda like that, I'm not sure I would be able to stay on the sidelines.
Mommy Vivian getting the fuck out.
Okay, roll manipulation intimidation for blackmail at 5.
Spend a willpower point. I have a dot of intimidation, right? I do. Thought so. 4 successes.
You see her step out of the doorway back in her human form, just casually walk the other way into an alley. She stops to pull her underwear on. This is a very, very bad idea, whoever you are. You
I
do
have
not
no
want
issues with you.
to.
To be rather
Really?
blunt, I haven't come up with any particular reason to, hate you in any form. But please, do not mess with Valda. With the warning ping, did I have an idea of what she was about to do?
Oh yes, it was
Very much.
voice of heaven and rip someone to shreds with claws. That was a...
I simply wish peace on this city.
You're a goddamned vampire, aren't you?
Yes. Name's Vivian.
I'll remember that name, Vivian.
Ah, yes. I do apologize. I don't generally want to intrude on such things, but trying to rip apart some of my fellow clanmates is not something that will get my approval, ever.
And let me warn
Not
you
without
in
some
turn.
very, very good reason.
Let me warn you in turn. If you try to use my friendship against Teddy in any way to blackmail him, or, what's worse, kill him,
As
I will...
if.
I will devote decades, if need be, to summoning as many of my friends from the pit as necessary, track you down and destroy you. I'm sure they would be happy to help in one small task in return for freedom. Just so we're clear.
Thank you.
You feel the contact. Well, yeah, you can't snap the contact because you feel the name part of the contact snap, not the clairvoyance part.
I'll send her a thought. I think I can still send her a thought. I'm
No,
not sure if
that
this
would
is
be
immune or not.
mind affecting. You can read her if you spend willpower, but you can't project into her mind in any way. It's demonic immunity. We had this issue before, remember?
Yes, I was trying to remember what we went on that.
Yeah. So you can
Okay.
read if you spend to penetrate it, but you can't alter what's going on in her head, including surface thought projection.
In that case, I asked Halfdan to go over to where his demon friend is for a little while.
Okay. By the way, how long has it passed since she went?
It's
Because I
about it's about 5 minutes. She rushed to catch up with Walda, essentially.
Yeah, so I was still in the same park. I guess I just go then.
Yeah. You see your quote-unquote demon friend just casually leaning against a bus stop, smoking. She looks thoughtful.
So I tell him to tell her to just a message, really. Thank you. It means a lot to know that you care so much. It really does.
So how does Halfdan feel about there apparently having been some sort of encounter between the two?
If it wasn't 1957, I'd feel like I was in a bad harem anime, to be honest.
Yeah, that literally saved Walda's life there.
Papa bless. So,
I am good. I am very good at what I do. I'm happy about it.
so you want me now to go and tell her this message?
Yes, please. I can't actually do it myself. I can see where she is, but I can't actually apparently project my thoughts into her. So if you could just send that message, it'd be great.
God damn it. I thought we were going to be done here. You know, it's awkward going back to somebody you've said goodbye to, and almost 5 minutes have passed.
After kind of not really breaking up too.
Yeah, right? It puts a fucking bad message, fucking bad taste in everybody's mouth.
You can't just ignore
She doesn't
Vivian.
know that's what went on. I'm sorry. She
Oh,
just
wait.
presumed you were nearby.
Oh, wait a second. Oh, yeah, so you don't actually know what happened. Yeah, I think this would be the one time I definitely ignore fucking Vivian. This would only escalate things.
Uh-huh. She just catches your glance as you're walking down the street and just nods.
Okay then.
Thinking dark thoughts about fucking vampire politics.
Amen.
Amen, brother. Amen.
Well, this is unfortunate. I might end up spending my destiny point to not get killed by her.
Don't worry.
Because when we meet, she might just go up and try and hug her.
Suddenly shunk, 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 shunk. She, by the way, just ate 2 points of torment for you, and she was gonna shank a bitch and probably eat a third at least.
I saved a point of torment and a life. I am amazing.
So she cares, Demi, but that probably used up some of her goodwill trying that for your own good.
I know. At least it's off my chest. And I don't have to narrate what the fuck I'm doing anymore.
For
I
now.
don't think she'll tell Halfdan about the whole about to kill Valda thing.
Might
Yeah,
not.
that's fair.
Again, peace is the goal.
Yeah.
I was gonna be sad to see Walda go, but the way story rolled out, I kind of had to shank her. Or try to.
And the way the story rolled out, Vivian came in again. Yay!
You know, a prince is expected to keep a ghoul secretary. Or a vampire one.
Cool. Okay, so back with Vivian. I think the first thing Vivian is going to try and do would actually be to try and either mend or burn the bridges with the Nosferatu Primogen.
Okay.
So she would try and get a meeting with her as fast as possible.
Yeah, she would just essentially, as soon as reasonably possible, you could meet before the night is out.
And unfortunately, I still don't know anything about the massive masquerade breach happening around a certain somebody.
Oh, Christ.
Wait,
I
who the
mean,
fuck
they
is
As I
this?
told you, if you wanted to hurry this along, you should have made that very short.
So, Bacon, just so we're clear, there's probably some cops in the way of this, but Gretchen can get to you with liberal use of dominate, and she does have enough law to pretend to be your lawyer.
Yeah, I think I will owe her a pretty big boon after that.
I think you'll owe her a pretty big boon, considering you probably just made her do some very unsavory things.
She probably didn't kill anyone. She's so skilled with dominate and so unskilled with physical violence that her first reaction would be move, essentially.
Okay, still suspicious and gonna burn up some of her own resources doing it then, but still. Not
So
that
yeah.
bad.
Sitting across in an interrogation room from you, just how and why?
That is Gretchen talking
Yes.
with me. I got attacked by another Mokavian at the same time that the Argon was getting in my building. Things went bad.
He forced you to frenzy? Somehow?
Yes.
See,
Managed to kill him at least, but did a massacre. Argon comes in, and things go bad. I will be resigning as a prince.
I think this is the Malkavians' mess to clean up. They are responsible for their own, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't know how they will deal with it. I have the Malkavian ashes for anything as proof, but it's just a stray, powerful elder that was messing with me.
I see. Have you made any pronouncements, spoken to anyone about this decision of yours?
I still don't went to it publicly.
Good, good.
I
Does
was-
anyone know?
Yes,
Who?
the new prince.
Who would be?
Andy, of course.
I see.
Just
Just
fastest reaction ever.
just see her chewing on her lip. Okay. We might be able to salvage this. I think we need to have another talk with the Archon, just us Ventru. Say me, her, you, and Andy.
Yeah.
And then maybe we can work something out.
Hard thing will be contacting her.
I see. Well, there's no doubt numbers you can call. There's a vast difference between her. Well, it matters a lot how she views the situation, sir. But
How
first
does
thought,
she view the situation?
no one knows. You,
I think wouldn't that
you-
be a legit question? Why? What? Why would she not give you her number or anything? This doesn't sound like just a small thing from the way he's put it.
Bacon already has her number. It's his regular contact, essentially, that he was given to. Like, this is who will be coordinating with the other cities for you.
Oh, this is even worse.
So he kind of shat on the person that will be mediating this disputes between him and the other princes.
That's why I think that's a
Bacon, I take back what I said earlier about the other option actually being pretty good too. No, it wasn't. Resigning is the best option.
Yes, exactly.
Well, we can discuss that later. I will endeavor to get you out of here. And we can discuss what is appropriate given how you requested my aid and the short notice and what I had to do to get in here at a later date, once we are at no danger from the sun come morning. I believe I need to convince someone to wake a judge.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's best not to thank your lawyer till you see the bill. And she's gonna go out and try to save your sorry ass.
Yeah, I will also do the possible as long as I don't
I'm actually
have
wondering how she's going to go about this.
Liberal use of dominate.
I'm not sure liberal use of dominate is going to do that.
She'll just say that he has a medical condition and that he needs to be released on bail so that he can have, regular access to medical facilities, etc.
Not going to be a complete save, just a partial. Yeah, I can imagine that.
He's not gonna be completely safe. He's gonna be out on bail of some kind, probably a whole lot, which is gonna tie up a noticeable amount of your resources, Bacon.
Yes, probably going to lose a dot or two.
You're not gonna lose a dot.
Fame.
You're not gonna lose a dot, but it's gonna be tied up, and you're not gonna be able to proceed with your big projects until that is in some way resolved. But she has 3 dots of law, so she can function as a lawyer, and that's what she's gonna do. She's gonna attempt to use the law and just smooth the way with presence and dominate as appropriate.
Okay, this one was taken care of.
Well, it'll be somewhat taken care of. You have more stuff in the way.
And shit. One of the Malkavians will send you a message that essentially reads, Gretchen wants to talk. The prince owes us a trivial boon.
Well, good to know that's racking up. I'll be there in a moment. Right after I finish the talk with the Nosferatu, I'll head over. I presume that I will have time for that, considering that a lot of time should have been going on.
Yeah. You can essentially reach Gretchen first. By aspects, it's like, the message reads essentially get in contact, not meet face to face.
Then I'll just immediately use clairvoyance on Gretchen. I'm here. What do you need?
It looks like she's in a police station. She hits the payphone and actually picks up the one end without actually dialing a number, and pretends to talk into it. There was a problem in the hotel of the masquerade variety. You might need to deal with this on the media side. I will be attempting to get the prince out of police custody.
Alright. Do you need any assistance with judicial matters, or you need to get up the sheriff?
Yes, have the sheriff meet me here, and she gives you the police station spot. If we're gonna end up bloodbinding, gods forbid any of these officers to be holding the leash as agreed.
Okay. I'll make sure to grab him real quick. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is this?
If you don't fix this, we're gonna see this on national news come morning, if it isn't there already.
Oh! I'll get started very quick. Well,
before you go, Vivian.
Yes?
This was done by an elder Malkavian. Be careful.
Yeah, we felt the reverberations going on throughout the city. I believe that some elder Malkavian died today.
Good.
Don't know who though.
Good, then hopefully we won't have any more problems like that. Apparently, there are elder Malkavians helping the Sabbat now.
That is not good news.
Indeed, it is not.
Well, I'll do what I can. See what can be done.
Alrighty then.
So, still need to come to that one meeting with the Nosferatu. Or just tell her I'll do that later. Something else came up. It's really big. I go over to Kurt, tell him apparently a massive masquerade violation has happened and the prince is currently in police custody. He's over here. Gretchen has asked for aid.
Fair enough. I was aware something major was going on.
Can you give me any details? I'm trying to hurry over to the hotel as fast as I can to try and deal with it.
Apparently, and the words of the people I know were someone... It's like someone kicked over an anthill at the authorities.
Sounds like mitigation's what we're going to have to do then. I hear this is apparently national newsworthy, whatever it is.
Yeah, it looks like it. I hear the FBI is already involved.
Ugh. Well, I'll see what I can do. I'll try and get what judicial power we have managed to gather and see if that can help too.
Holy crap. I think we are gonna handwave this part, because this is a lot of NPCs pitching in, and this will essentially reveal who has managed to squirrel away any kind of influence and contacts. And I think
More or
that
less.
the city drawing together to do this should be enough to essentially not entirely erase it, but spin and blunt the blow to a sufficient extent to make it easily survivable, essentially.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah,
what I was hoping for.
yeah, but that's about the extent of what you can do, assuming everything goes right. And I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt and say that everything is gonna go right because everyone's interested in this going the fuck away.
Goods. So, I'm
Oh my
going
fucking
to.
god, epic. I'm gonna actually do one more thing before we move away from this particular subject. There would be a note left in the usual Malk meeting place.
What's it say?
It essentially says, um, fuck, how would I phrase this? If it was you, please stop and never do it again, or we're not gonna be friends anymore. Your friendly neighbors.
What?
Okay. It's the fate they are sending a message to the Malkavian, so if
And
Wario
I
had
just
killed
write
them,
on the other side of the note. Wasn't anyone I know.
And it's true as far as you know.
Exactly.
I mean, they deliver the same to the other people they know about, including the fucking werewolves.
I mean, I would even include just no. I'll just I'll just put that as the message. Wasn't anyone I know.
Sure. Okay then.
oh, could also be the technocracy, yeah. More probable if he's given to the others supernatural.
I mean, I just put it there and leave it at the Malk meeting.
Yeah. Yeah, eventually it would probably be gone.
Okay. So, I think I can spin that to be presented in a very wonderful light.
We're gonna assume that you do something like that, unless there's something specific you have in mind that serves a secondary purpose.
No, I'm just trying to make myself go in a very nice light for possible princeship.
Ah. Just in case you have to deal with these fucks afterwards.
I'm talking about the vampire side of things.
Mm-hmm. Ah, so you're gonna try and make yourself look good.
Yep, trying to make myself look good.
Let's
Wait
go
a
through this. I
second.
think as
I was
far
supposed
as
to look
media and oh yeah, Malks have a lot of contacts and influence already, I think, because of how things have worked
That's
out.
correct.
So I think there's a yes, they kind of let you take the lead, but there's a lot of look at me, I'm contributing going on.
Yep, that's fine. But I'm the linchpin. I get to contact everyone and tell them, okay, we need help. We need this going on. We need this.
Okay. So, yeah, Gretchen would eventually find a psychologist that says that you were traumatized by the events, you were shell-shocked, and you had blocked out part of what had been going on that night, and that your testimony should be thrown out. Whatever you said on the spot, essentially, because you weren't yourself. So, probably a few weeks later, you would be taken off of suspicion. There might be a few bribes involved and a lot of dominate, but she would be able to clear you, I think.
And I think I can handle most of the
Yeah.
actual evidence and trying to go out and among the public to need dominates and such. So
Yeah, but we are gonna move into that come next session, because that's a downtime thing to see how things develop over the coming events, and how the transition of power, if there is gonna be one, is handled as well. So, gentlemen, Starting with Vivian, what's the most important lesson she has learned so far?
Well, actually, surprisingly, that the demon it might even actually feel a very deep amount of love for Halfdan.
Depends on how easily she's willing to kill.
Hmm.
She
On the one
was
hand, she
pretty-
doesn't like how easily she was about to try and go kill Valda. On the other hand, she is very happy with how
She
she
threatened
viewed a
you?
threat to Halfdan. Yes, that actually made her very happy. That's why I said thank you. It waylaid a worry of hers that she was just trying to like take advantage of Halfdan.
Then again, the threat of summoning a few dozen demons from the pit.
As I said, having mixed feelings doesn't mean that it's not overall a good impression.
Sure. Um, Demi, the most important lesson Halfdan has learned so far.
Too many.
Pick the most important one. What is the one that stands out to him as the central takeaway for this chapter?
Relationships and duty do not go hand in hand, and it hurts.
I mean, playing the sexy, filthy secretary for a month might amuse her. She'll get bored after that, and she'll probably be a horrible secretary overall. But you know. Bacon, keep in mind, you do still have the secret weapon, the La Sombra, in case you want to keep the princeship.
Sadly, I don't think that it will be that much of a powerful weapon, and I'll probably transfer it to. No, I will keep it as a backup, and if anything happens, I still have my La Sombra contact.
Mm-hmm. I will essentially do it like this. Essentially, I'm gonna have you, if you're willing, have a sit down with Venita, because her plan certainly is to come back and talk to you at some point. And we'll see how the situation develops. We might make a few rolls, but we'll handle that as the slow shift of power over downtime kind of thing. You could get away with your principal just being weakened in favor of council power a lot.
Yeah, I think it's still safe to go with the resigning.
Okay. Like I said, we'll decide that come next time as part of the downtime thing. Okay, so Demi,
Yep.
yeah, that was your list. Yeah, love and duty don't mix, or relationships and
Yeah.
duty. Good to know. Bacon, your the most important lesson so far for Alan.
Fuck. That word says a lot of his what he learned this time.
And you, it looks easy when Neville does it, right?
I mean, at least I managed to kill an Elder Malkavian. I bet he never killed one of those before.
Here's another argument in character. If you lose the friendship, Neville will never let you forget it.
Yeah, that's the main reason that he's so much reluctant in going, and that's the reason that he just went after the Archon directly. But I could always just make Neville lost his friendship.
That's his new goal. Bring down Neville.
Holy crap. The Fishmalk in Tolk, I think, had more XP.
More XP?
Yeah, he was essentially like an Ancillo and he turned within.
Damn.
He was at 350.
Yeah, Fishmilk had 400, if I remember.
Yeah. It's fine, the Zimzi in the Changeling game has more.
I want more XP.
Well, we'll handle the chapter end bonuses, if any, next session. But we went with 2 base for this, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or was it 1? 1 plus the lesson plus bonuses, right?
Yes.
Oh.
1 base.
Okay. So I kind of want to give the bonus point to Epic and the mercy point to Bacon this time.
No.
What did I do?
Mostly the managing demon stood out.
I mean, it was pretty awesome, but well, if you guys are all right with it, no, okay.
You kind of, yeah,
Wow.
that was a pretty snap. I just took initiative. I'm in charge now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just immediately what I was like. Oh, Volta's oh, and it's the call out the name.
Mm.
No, stay off. No, bad.
You know, it's like a cat that's just on his tiptoes, prepared to leap, kind of moment. So, no, bad water bottle. That form
Oh, okay.
is probably the least combat worthy apocalyptical form I've seen in Demon. Well, the only thing it has going for it is, well, it can get extra attack and +2 ag claws in tormented form, but even so.
Well, I know what I'm going to be spending my XP on.
Yes.
Oh, I'm getting that combo power I talked to you about.
You're gonna have to remind me on Discord and we can discuss how appropriate that is to develop, because I think we said you had to spend downtime slowly perfecting it. If you are manifesting it on your own without a teacher.
You said I would have to spend some time, but it was going to happen during the downtime, yeah.
Yeah, then I'm planning to skip 3 and... How expensive was it on XP? I think it was what, like 12, 15?
It was 15.
I think 3.5 years if you're working on it regularly for that power, in general, in principle, should be enough. But
you did say that it would be fairly decreased because it would just basically take up my the option I still had for combo disciplines and stuff.
Then
So
yeah, then
you said it would be pretty quick.
yeah, just make sure to send me on Discord which one it actually is, so I can double check if I'm okay with that. But yeah, probably a yes. Okay, Demi, anything you want to buy?
Right. I got 2 XP, right? So I'm 5.
If you had 3 already, then yes, you would have
Yeah.
5. Keep
How
in mind,
unreasonable.
Keep in mind, these are the stats that you will be taking through the downtime and making any rolls to manage backgrounds with.
Yeah, I was going to actually see, would it be unreasonable if I can get leadership to 2? From 0, that is.
Yes, but the first 2 or 3 rolls during downtime, when we're gonna do like a roll for at the most often once per month. It's gonna be like, that's gonna be the minimum, right?
Right.
So like the first 2 or 3 rolls you're gonna make with leadership 1.
Okay.
Because
Fair enough.
yeah, it's gonna be an assumption that it goes up gradually as you're learning to be a leader.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll just get leadership 1 and then leave the 2 XP for later then.
Yeah, I'll probably let you advance midway through downtime if need be. probably gonna handle the combo power that way as well. I'm just gonna let you
Sure.
know, Epic, when you can start using it. And what about you, Bacon? Anything you wish to buy right away?
Don't think so. I have to take a while and think on what to buy. But can I get some willpower back?
What competition have you succeeded at? You'll all get a
I mean-
point for surviving to the end of the chapter, and once downtime starts, you're gonna refill to full automatically. But
I won the competition against an Elder Malkavian. We were going to see who died first. I won.
Are you sure you won that competition?
The after effects were actually my fault, not his. I just
Yeah,
spinning that was his fault.
that is true, and he would see it that way. It was a Pyrrhic
Okay.
victory, but it was a victory, so I'll let you have an extra point for that, yes.
I'll accept a Pyrrhic victory. That makes sense.
So, the first roll of... I'll think of how I want to handle willpower for background rolls. I think I'm gonna give you a full roll, or a full pool for the background stuff, with the assumption that you're spending and gaining as you go. And that's the pool you're going to be able to spend on downtime actions, and then once you actually start play in normal time again, you're going to start with a fresh pool for the, new shit hitting the fan situations. So you're going to have essentially your normal amount of willpower to spend for whenever you want to guarantee a success on something we're doing during downtime to simulate it. And we'll see. I might make it easier on people like Vivian who have a lower pool but tend to regain it slightly faster. So I might reward like an bonus point of refueling midway through downtime or something, depending on how it's going. We'll see. I'll make it up as I go along, as per usual. I'll think of something.
I'm actually most curious on a certain matter of time.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I'm thinking time is going to matter a lot. Basically, time you have available to actually do stuff.
Yes. That is gonna be that is part of the plan. I do intend to split up the 3.5 or so years we're gonna be spending in downtime till we hit like 61. And we're gonna be moving along at a month to 3 months at a go, and we're gonna be making like one roll for each of those periods, or maybe two, and it's essentially gonna be kind of divided up between different things you're trying to do. So some of that will have to be spent on just essentially maintaining your backgrounds, but it's gonna be tied to how many dots in various backgrounds you already have, and it's gonna be like a low difficulty roll at like say 3 or 4 to see. The way I was intending to do this was like, for example, you have contacts and allies, right? So
Yep.
That's like a social thing, and you would roll something like charisma expression or charisma etiquette or something social anyway to maintain those. And once you had enough successes to match your current amount of that essentially that would account for the proportion of time that you have spent during those 3.5 years for maintaining those contacts throughout that time, and that influence and that whatever, essentially.
Interesting way. Okay.
And then the rest of the time proportion, say you've spent 3 of your rolls on maintaining your stuff, you could spend on trying to expand your backgrounds or on any projects that you might have. So, for example, if Jackal is spending a lot of time researching magic, he can do that, but that means he's not spending that time on maintaining and expanding his resources. So it ends up being semi-reasonably balanced, because if you're not running around doing things and you're studying, you're not running around doing things and scrambling to keep your stuff and get more stuff. So, yeah, it's kind of gonna be abstracted a bit, but it's gonna be... The idea is to divide it into separate roles that address different parts of your sheet.
Certainly. My particular question was actually just kind of what you plan to do for people like me and Halvdan, who have a good hour or so longer every night to work with compared to certain low humanity people. And also, some people have been given positions of power in the city that usually will take up some time themselves.
Yes, that would be part of that. I'm gonna try and factor that in.
I was actually just wondering if you had a way already, or we're just going to think about it. So.
But generally, it depends on how you try to combine things. A lot of that is gonna be handleable with relatively few roles, because you can plan your stuff around those duties, because you know you have those duties. It's not something that you need to adapt to or seize an opportunity on. It's something that's just something you have to work at. Keeper of Elysium actually would be worse in that regard, because you have to get someone to cover your shift essentially when you want to do other things, which is...
Yeah, I know, but I'm not Keeper of Elysium.
Might not be with Bacon the way he is.
Yeah, I'm not Keeper of Elysium. I actually don't have personally any duties whatsoever.
Other than socialing and harping, yes. And that's more
And that's
implied.
just a personal thing, so, yeah.
But yeah, as for an hour more, the people who are assholes and who have better schedules, I might adjust the difficulty slightly on some actions, because it's easier to interact with people if you're up earlier, but I wasn't planning on necessarily giving an extra roll on something. I might make it easier to maintain your duties, essentially, if you have more time to meet people that have concerns. It might be like I might cancel out one of the necessary rolls or something, or give you a few automatic successes on maintaining certain types of roles.
Yep, I was just curious, because a lot about my character is about saving a lot of time on things. So
Yeah. I think the clairvoyance overall is gonna help a lot more, because you do...
I can just know what people are doing, and if I really need to, I can just go to them.
Yeah, I mean, it's generally speaking just the ability to communicate instantly in a time before cell phones.
Yep, that helps a lot too.
The prince is always watching. Don't be fooled by her exterior. Her adorable face hides a black heart that sees all.
I mean, when you remember what I'm about to try and get for that combo discipline, it'll make even more sense.
I have completely forgotten which one you were eyeing. I'll let that be a surprise.
Okay.
So, thoughts on Chapter 1, those of you who did not bow out early like Jackalor?
10
was
out of
fun.
10.
Yeah, I learned my lesson.
Much roleplay, so wow.
How do you feel to be in charge of a city dealing with all this shit for change? And do you now see why princes sometimes are a little short and a little cruel and a little murderous with some types of neonates?
Yep, yeah.
100%.
The problem is that it wasn't neonates. They were outlaws.
I mean, one last thing before we leave. So we need to decide on Archie's spirit animal, because he has hysteria, and he's going to be picking up a few features permanently, I think.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know, maybe due to his picture of how he looks like, I want to say that
seal?
he's also a bear.
A seal.
No.
An otter.
It has to be a... Seal is a predatory animal, actually.
It is.
God damn, don't put it as a fucking seal.
I think that would be relatively rare. He's probably not descended from Mariner Gangrel.
Yeah.
But he doesn't need to be. Seals are mammals.
God.
Be like,
It might be his water form if he has one. But no, not a seal.
You have to admit, it fits a lot of things.
I'm either thinking a fucking grizzly bear or a gray wolf. One of those.
Grey Wolf might actually work. What's his
Can we actually make him a dire wolf?
It could be like a mountain lion or something.
I'd approve of a dire wolf.
Direwolf also could work.
Um,
Probably a four-legged,
actually.
aggressive animal that may or may not work in packs.
Let's see.
It's kind of extinct.
It's extinct these days, but it did exist.
What, a direwolf? Any
Yes.
idea? Any idea as to what its actual the way it acted, its behaviors? Because I don't think we know, right?
Wikipedia, let's see.
Well, I'm not sure personally. I don't know that much about him.
There's a lot of fucking info on Wikipedia. We'll find something.
I would suppose that would be just a more primitive wolf, maybe a less strict society. But still
Oh
pretty
yeah,
fat
there's also another
mentality.
problem why it can't be a direwolf. How, by technicality, how Protein 4 works. Technically, you have to be eating the animal that you really want to become.
Oh yeah, we can't do that then.
Yeah, you can't.
I thought it was just that it matched your spirit animal. It didn't have anything to do with eating it.
It kind of did, but it also helps eating it a lot. It's sort of combined things.
Where does it say that?
I remember
never heard of
reading
that.
It
I
just
remember reading Clan Gangrel.
I don't know. If
That
he
doesn't
has been
sound like something I
eating
read.
animals, then shit. What's the
That would
most
limit it. That would almost eliminate bears most of the time. Then
Actually, trying to eat a grizzly bear does sound something like that Archie would do just for the kicks.
sure, I would just say it's generally probably pretty rare to do that. They're not exactly that common. On a ridge,
Yes,
at least.
it's a rare hunt. Yeah, I'm just looking at his nature and I'm like, yeah, he totally would. It's a grizzly.
It's a grizzly. I mean, I'm still curious. I really want somebody to be a dire wolf, if possible.
You just need someone old enough then. That's the
I mean-
antediluvians protein 4 form. One of them.
Yeah, let me go look at
Alright then, so any last thoughts on this chapter before we finish?
Karma prevails.
So,
I mean, that's about that's about it.
It might still be okay. Venita would have ordered you to take over possibly if it was bad enough, or she could have shared it. She pulled the punch. She did essentially the de jure thing, and let the city decide for itself who it wants to be ruled by. She just let it be known that a change in leadership would be tolerated.
I will not be blackmailed.
Assuming she's gonna blackmail you, but holy crap.
No, it's the Crusader Kings thing when a revolt pops up.
Oh. Right. Now, Bacon.
I didn't find anything so far.
Yeah, that's
mean-
fine. Don't worry about animal stuff. Okay then. Well, I suppose next time we see who ends up being prince after this, because apparently this regime might be on its very last legs.
And whoever had the idea to put me in command, what is wrong with you?
Lest we forget Bacon is crazy. Oh, that was
I have a fear to go to a psychologist.
honestly, Bacon, she thought you were Sabat impersonating the prince at first, which is why she originally
That's
turned
what
on
I
the
would have thought
present.
too. That's exactly what I thought she'd think. Does that make sense?
I mean, it's the sensible thing to assume. Vampire blood hanging in the air, prince no one to be found anywhere. Oh, dearie, dearie, dearie me. So that evolved.
Chapter 8, and I still had power, so I did good. I was expecting on the second session.
You lasted, what, 2 months?
That's impressive.
Crap. Okay then, I guess we're gonna fast forward to the happiness of the civil rights movement and the 60s come next time. I'll see you then. Say goodbye, guys.
Bye bye.
I found it. Yep,
Bye.
they do it. It's a thing.